I don't know. I think, I think that's a tough question. Maybe, I wouldn't put a name on it, but I would say it's usually always the people who think they're the toughest.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell me this then. If you could choose your own walk-up song, what would it be?
Any little baby song for real? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now, at this point, you've been in the league a couple of years. You
Mm.
think you're ready for this moment? You eager to kind of just to be out there and embrace it, maybe more than you would have been as a rookie?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always ready. Whether I was a rookie or I'm in my third year now, it's something I always dreamed of. At the end of the day, it is football, something we've been doing since we was kids. So, I mean, I'm ready for it.
Is it hard to keep that perspective to make sure that the lines are still 100, the field's still 100 yards long, and you don't have the stuff that's happening outside of it just happening outside of it?
Nah, I mean, it's still football at the end of the day, whether I'm playing it here in Gillette, whether we go to Miami, like it's still football. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to think no different about a game. So, at the end of the day, I still got to execute the same way.
What better have you got as a player being able to compete with Carly and Christian, maybe Marcus time to time on the outside during practices and training camp?
I mean, it's always good, I feel like in order to better yourself, you want to go against the best. I feel like that's the only way to get better. They say iron sharpen iron. So at the end of the day, that's what we want.
Who's the best out of you?
I mean, I'm not going to put a name. Obviously, we know Gonzo is one of the best, but yeah.
As a receiver, do you look at other guys in the league like Kayshon Boutte, you ever look at these tapes or anything?
Now, I mean, I watch the games, but I think everybody really got their own play style. JSN, he a smoother receiver. He a little faster, he quicker. They use him differently. I feel like I'm more of an outside receiver, physical. I feel like everybody got their own body types.
What have you learned this season about you and about this team that made it come to the Super Bowl?
Man, about the team, we're going to fight to the end. That's the one thing I can say. We got our identity, we believe in it, and we're going to keep going. Yes, sir.
Kayshon, Mike Vrabel's mentioned how you guys couldn't be here without the contributions from players on the practice squad. Are there any players that you would like to highlight who help make you better throughout the season in practice?
I would say all the cornerbacks. Cornerbacks and safeties are secondary positions. They give us good looks. So whether that's Miles Battle, Kobe Minor, or anybody, honestly, they work day in, day out, and I don't think people give them enough credit that they deserve. So.
And when did you know that this team was going to be special? Was there a certain game or practice or anything
No.
that you really felt like this was going to happen?
Nah, I don't think too much far to the Super Bowl. I'm a week by week type person. I believe in if we put the work in, then we're gonna get to where we're supposed to be. But I mean, obviously we here, so that means we've been working. Yeah.
Looking at the film, the guys that you're going to have to be going against, specifically, what impresses you most about them and what you have to do against them?
I mean, they're a good group. They physical. They fight through contact. They're gonna fight to the whistle. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's something we're ready for. We obviously know it's a big game. We know they're a good team. They're a good defense, good offense. But I mean, we just gotta go out and execute.
Kayshon, is that something that you embrace? You've always talked about, like, I like the physicality. Is this group of corners on the other side sort of playing to how you like to play?
Nah, I mean, I feel like that's a setup question. You trying to? I wouldn't say that. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, whether they do decide to do what they do, I mean, at the end of the day, we still gotta execute, like I said. So.
Kayshon, you've had different receivers coaches throughout your career. What makes Todd Downing special, and how has he helped you as a player to make you?
I mean, Todd been great since he came in. Like I say, whether he get 5 hours of sleep, 10 hours of sleep, he gonna come in the same person every day and demand the same results. But I mean, feel like he really pushed me to be myself this year, and with Diggs coming in too, I think that kind of drove me a lot to want to better myself. It's always good to have a guy who's been through it and another great receiver. It's only gonna make you better.
What is that relationship like with you and Stephon Diggs? Maybe going a little bit deeper into that, how he's helped you.
I mean, it's been good. We talk every day, whether it's football, regular life, off the field stuff, we talk every day. So it's always cool to have somebody in your corner. Yeah.
We know how good this secondary is. How do you see this matchup for this weekend for you and your chances against them?
I mean, it'll be a good matchup. Like somebody just asked me. I mean, they're a good group. Obviously, secondary, linebackers, D-line. They're a good team. They play good football together. They fight through contact. They play to the echo of the whistle. I mean, it's gonna be great. Yes, sir.
Watch Drake progress. What sort of stays out to you about his growth and where he's at right now as a player?
I say he able to do anything for real. I don't think, me personally, know he's my quarterback, but I mean I don't think he lacking any category. I mean if we need him to run, he gonna run. Any pass we need him to make, he gonna make. So I think that's what make him good. Mac Hollins, he cool. He a little older. He a great vet for us, you know. He his own person with the no shoes thing, but I think it been cool having him in our room.
No shoes for yourself?
Nah.
I'm Tessa Brewer from CNBC. How are you?
Good.
I've got some investing questions if you don't mind.
Okay.
What do you think about crypto?
Man, I'm worried about the Super Bowl right now. I'm not worried about stocks and none of that. You know, I'm enjoying my trip, so.
I read your article about gambling a little bit too. Can you just tell me a little bit about how your mindset is going into the Super Bowl and knowing that the pressure, we're hearing it from lots of players at the college level, at the professional level, the rise in gambling has changed the way the game's played.
I mean, you know, it's a lot that go into gambling too. I've been seeing different things now with players, point shaving games, and just different stuff like that. I mean, it's gambling only gonna increase, you know, so it'll be tough to keep track of it and things like that. But I mean, for everybody go through it eventually, you know. Mine was 4 years ago. It's people today who's still going through it, but I mean, there's always light on the other side of the tunnel.
I think it's amazing that you've spoken out about it, and I'm looking forward to talking to you about it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Kayshon, growing up, at what point was this a vision for you?
I'll say maybe since I was a kid, you know, football. I think football was really the most enjoyable when you first start as a little kid. You know, it's just that exciting feeling. It's like starting a new job or doing something you love. You know, you got passion and doing what you do every day. But I would say since a kid, I've been since I thought about this moment.
Also, I have a son that's in the 8th grade, wants to play wide receiver in the NFL one day. What words would you have for him?
I would just say keep working. I mean, if you're a smaller receiver, you know, size don't matter. It's all about the heart. And bigger receiver, honestly, just keep working, you know. Go to as many camps as you can, get the recognition you deserve, and everything else will fall into place.
Last question, digging into the philosophy of the Patriots offense as far as the receiving core, is it more of surveying the field, whoever open gets it, or we're trying to actually feed this person the ball?
Nah, I would say that's pretty much our offense. Our offense is we're gonna throw it to the open receiver. We don't really have, I would say, no receiving one where we sit here and he get 15 targets a game. You know, like 1 week it'll be me, 1 week it'll be Diggs, then it'll be Hunter Henry, it'll be Ramondre. It alternate every week, so I think that's good.
Do you, in your career, do you see that as the preferred way to go for an offense?
Yeah, I would say yeah. You know, I think as a receiver, you know, obviously we want the ball a lot, but I think when you complain about the ball and things like that, you don't make plays. It kind of gives people a reason to talk about you. So I think just sitting back, letting everything play out, the best way to go.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I can't hear you. Oh, I didn't even see it, honestly.
What is your thoughts after he was
I would say he's a great owner, you know. We see him a lot. He support us. He's on the field. We practice a lot. You know, it's good. Every time we do talk, it's good conversations. But, I mean, he's a great owner. Yes, sir.
Sean, what's the first Super Bowl you remember watching as a fan?
I don't even remember, honestly. I don't remember.
What city or country would you like to play a game in that the NFL hasn't gone to yet?
I wouldn't say I have one, honestly. I'm more of the type, wherever we play, you know.
Last question, do you have a dream musical artist that you want Bad Bunny to bring out during the halftime show?
You can repeat it?
Do you have a dream musical artist you want Bad Bunny to bring out? It doesn't have to be a realistic answer, just like the one person you want to see.
Nah, I ain't got one.
You ain't got one?
No.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Do you feel you had that tremendous connection with Drake in the end zone, but there have been some times when you guys haven't been connecting the way you did in the regular season? Do you find that there's a specific reason for that across the playoffs?
Now, I mean, it's not always going to be perfect, you know. It's been great throughout the season. We missed on a couple of throws last week, but I mean, it's not always going to be perfect. It's part of the game. We facing good defenses, different looks for us. I mean, at the end of the day, we still got to figure it out. You know, we both still young. We both 23 years old, but I mean, it's a long road ahead of us. So.
Kayshon, what do you like about what Thomas Brown brings to the equation for you guys?
I mean, he cool, you know. He the tight ends coach, but I mean, he cool. We still talk to him every day. He support us day in, day out. So I mean, it's good to have him. I mean, the way he approached the game every day, he approach it every day. So I mean, he come in ready to work every day. Don't say too much. Just handle business and get it done.
Kayshon, do you enjoy going into a game as the underdog or the team that people don't quite expect to win?
I would say it's cool. It's cool being an underdog, you know. It surprises a lot of people when we do win, you know. Feel like when you're supposed to win, I wouldn't say it's a lot of pressure, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is a football game. Our goal is to win, so.
It doesn't fuel you though?
No, it doesn't.
You're from Brazil, and the Patriots is the most popular team in Brazil. Can you send a message for the Brazilian fans, the Patriots?
For the Brazilian fans, I would just say, man, keep supporting us the way y'all do. We do notice it. It don't go unnoticed, and we appreciate the love.
What represent for a player here in the West play the Super Bowl? Because we don't have the American football in Brazil. So what is a Super Bowl for an American player?
Super Bowl is great, man. I mean, football is our job, so to see that the hard work paying off and that we finally here, you know, not a lot of guys get to experience it throughout their career, but I mean, it's been great, so.
Kayshon, you and Drake may have had a lot of success completing passes down the field this year. You're second in average depth of target in the NFL. And what are you doing to practice tracking these footballs down the field? Do you have any influences or anyone that you're studying to work on that?
Nah, I don't think you can really teach ball tracking skills, you know. I think it's more just natural thing. Like I always say, I tell Drake to trust that I'm gonna be in the spot, and then as long as you give me a ball, any pass is a good pass, and I'll make the play. So.
Do you have a favorite player catch that comes to mind, either for you or your teammates?
Nah, I might say the next one. Yeah, the next one.
Kayshon, it's a typical week now, right? You're off on Tuesdays, like we know back home. How do you stay in a rhythm 3,000 miles from home on a typical off day? How do you kind of replicate that? What you would normally do back home, but today here in California?
I'll just keep doing the same thing I've been doing. I got up this morning, went work out. We rode the bus to Stanford, went worked out. Still got to take care of my body though. That's the main thing. But try not to get distracted. We know what we're here for. But I mean, at the end of the day, just keep doing what I've been doing, like you said.
Days are a little long. What are you going to do with some teammates maybe this afternoon, this evening to kind of kill some time?
Spend time with my teammates, maybe eat, go shopping a little bit, look for a game day fit. But aside from that, nothing much.
Drake, second year quarterback. Do you think that youth actually is an advantage for you guys in a game like this?
I wouldn't really say youth is an advantage, you know. It's players that's older that's still here. We younger, we here. It's people in the late 20s, they still here. But I mean, I wouldn't say it's an advantage.
Second year quarterback, for him to be here, big stage, big leadership. What have you seen from him that makes him ready for this?
I mean, he a main part of the reason why we're here. So I mean, it's pretty much as simple as that.
Kayshon, playing some bad.
Yeah, we won. I would say not really, honestly. I think Madden really simple. I think you line up, the shell is what it is, but when it comes to the game, it's a lot of rotations, different stuff like that. So.
Kayshon, Drake's just 23 years old. He got you guys in the Super Bowl. And how impressed are you with the poise he shows out there?
I'm impressed, man. He's grown tremendously. Like I always say, when we need him to make a play, he make it. Whether it's a throw downfield, running with his legs, I mean, he's always there for us. And it's good to have a guy like that at quarterback. Everybody believe in him. We know we're gonna find a way at the end of the day.
In one season, Coach Vrabel got the team in the Super Bowl. What's it like playing?
I mean, it's great playing for Coach Braves. I mean, he a reason why we're here today. Came in, talked about identity. Everybody believed in it, and I mean, I would say it paid off.
There's a lot of national appeal or talk about the easy schedule you guys had and the easy path. Is there a little, at all, a nobody believes in us feel around your team?
Nah, I would say I think when you're one of the best teams, you're supposed to beat the teams that's on your schedule. Obviously, you know. I'm not gonna sit up here and say we ass because we're not. But I mean, we play whoever in front of us at the end of the day. So.
What's allowed you guys on defense to just kind of peak at the right time here in the playoffs?
You know, it's been a huge blessing. You know, we've known we've had the pieces all year. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of exactly what you want on the team. You know, you peak right before playoffs, and you know, every single week, even in this playoffs, I feel like we've gotten better after each game. So it's been a huge blessing.
What if you just, the outside noise, Milton was talking about it a little bit last night, there's always so much hype for the other defense that you guys are facing.
Yeah.
Do you use that at all as motivation, and what kind of does that, how does that motivate you?
Yeah, you know, you always, I think, you know, you never, I feel like reporters are the ones who have been giving us bulletin material. It hasn't really even been the other teams. You know, most of the time you can look at other teams like, oh, look at what this player said. Most of the time it's been reporters this year. And, you know, for us, we're just kind of use it as fuel to the fire, and we know who we have. You know, as long as I have the respect of my teammates next to me, and then obviously my family, I'm good. I don't really need to worry about what everyone else says.
Christian, going back to the facility, you ever popped in the quarterback's room?
In the quarterback's room? Yeah, on accident once.
You had the OJ?
What?
You had the OJ?
No.
You know what Drake was buying that?
No, I'm sure.
Yeah. Any idea how popular the Patriots are in my country, in Mexico?
I have no idea, no.
Very popular. They would like to hear something from you.
Oh. Well, I appreciate the support, and hopefully we'll be able to play. Do we play there next year? Mexico City? Next year, right? Oh, okay. Not Pats, though. No Patriots?
Tom Brady went there a few years ago. They are very popular.
Yeah, okay. No, I love Mexico.
Thank you.
Christian, Mike Vrabel will be historical with a win on Sunday, 18 wins in the season.
Yeah.
Give me an example of why Mike Vrabel is such a good coach.
He holds everyone to the same standard. It doesn't matter how much you're getting paid. It doesn't matter where you are on the depth chart. Like, he'll get on me just as much as he'll get on a third stringer. He'll get on Diggsy just as much as he'll get on Drake. It doesn't matter who you are. He holds everyone to the same standard, and it's honestly impresses us as players, because not a lot of coaches are like that. You know, everyone has their favorites in one way or the other, but Mike really doesn't let it show.
Does it mean anything that he has won as a player himself?
Yeah, it does, because he knows what it takes. He's been here, and honestly, it makes us, you know, respect him more.
And last one, what are you looking forward the most to on Super Bowl Sunday? The anthem.
No, I think when I first hit the field, like for a defensive drive, I think that's something I'm looking forward to, because I know my family's watching. I know I have my wife, my sons, everyone in the stands that are, you know, there for me. And then I have my friends and all the people around the country that know me watching. So that's what I'm excited for.
Speaking of Coach Vrabel, since he had a very special Super Bowl back in his days,
yeah.
Can we expect some surprises from you guys on the linebacker group?
We'll keep that between us, but you know, obviously watching Braves, that's always inspirational.
Did he give you some specific advices all season long for this game?
Yeah, I mean, we can't change who we are. Even though we had to deal with all this, like press conferences, we had to deal with, you know, driving to practice. You know, we can't let it change who we are as an organization, as a team. And at the end of the day, enjoy it. You'd only get it so many times, if any.
You've been pretty outspoken about your faith. What does Jesus mean to you?
He's the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through him. You know, it's something me and my family, at the end of the day, my faith is more to me than this game. If God called me away from this game, I'd leave in a heartbeat. And it's just because I want to be obedient to him, and I want to be obedient to my faith. And it's been the biggest part of why I am who I am.
In your faith, what do you do on Sunday to prepare for a game like this?
I always do my Bible studies every morning. I meditate in God's Word. I try to visualize plays. And then, I always write on my wrist a verse or a passage or anything to keep me grounded. So when I'm out there and I have a bad play, or I'm out there and I have a good play, I'll look down at my arm and you'll see either the audience of one, which is just who I'm playing for, or you'll see Psalm 23, which has been a huge chapter for me this year, or even Micah 6:8. Yeah, there's just a lot I do on the day that, it just tries to keep me grounded.
Yeah, and your last question, your sons, you mentioned that beyond the game of football, what's the legacy you want to leave in their life?
More importantly than anything, I think I just want to show them what it looks like to be a godly man, what it looks like to hold yourself to a higher standard, and to honestly just kind of show them the way. And if, nothing else, they can look at me and be like, Dad loved God. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sorry, one sec. As a father, it's given me patience for sure. My kids are amazing. They're very active. I got 3 boys, so they're kind of everywhere around my house, getting into all sorts of trouble. So they've given me a lot of patience, but then also they've given me a lot of drive. I want to play well, not only for God, but for them. I want them to be able to look at me in the future and be like, yeah, my dad's pretty cool. That's something that I look forward to.
What encouragement would you give to encourage them in their faith and in their career?
More than, I think, anything, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and then, love your neighbor as yourself. I think as believers who play this game, a lot of time we get so wrapped up in our identity being in football. So my encouragement to them would be to just love the Lord your God, and then everything else will fall into place.
And the last question, how has your faith helped encourage your
Yeah, so James 1 is a chapter I memorized, and it's strictly because of where it talks about trials and tribulations build endurance. And so for me, when I was cut like 6 or 7 times, that's the passage that I would go to constantly. And I was trying to learn, trying to grow, and honestly try to stay rooted in my faith so that I could deal with it. Yeah, thank you.
Christian, just a thought on having Terrell Williams on this trip for you guys, and what it means to see his face every day and have him with you.
He's been amazing. He's an amazing coach. Obviously, I love him to death. When I heard he was coming with us, I was very excited, very happy, just because I'm one of his biggest supporters, and he's one of mine.
And Robert didn't get into the Hall of Fame
today.
Just a thought on what he's been like for you as an owner, and maybe how disappointing it is not to see him going into the end.
Yeah, it's super disappointing. Obviously, I think he's a special owner. You wouldn't win as much as we do if you didn't have someone like him. But, for me, at the end of the day, he's one of the main reasons I'm back here, one of the main reasons I'm a Patriot, and I have nothing but high praise for him.
Last one for me. I knew how excited you were when you got a contract with the Patriots. I sat down with Caleb on last night.
Yeah.
He just said cha-ching to him at the end. What's it like to watch him just emerge and, play himself into what should be a tremendous contract, too?
You're talking about KC? Yeah. He deserves it. He worked so hard. He's an amazing player. He's an amazing friend. He's an amazing locker room presence. At the end of the day, you either have people who drain energy out of the building, you have people who provide it. And he's been a huge leader of our defense, a huge leader of our team. And honestly, when the day's down, he'll come in and be all perky and excited and happy. And he kind of just turns the locker room around.
Thank you.
Christian, we know what Mike Vrabel said he would give up to win a Super Bowl. What would you give up? It doesn't have to be that, I promise.
I didn't hear. What did he say?
He said he would cut off his manhood.
I would give $20. Yeah.
Topic of necessary linebacker energy.
Yeah.
What's it like playing for a guy who has that kind of intensity, knows the organization inside and out?
Yeah, no, he's an amazing presence in our locker room, amazing coach, obviously. We wouldn't be here without him. For us, he just holds everyone to the highest standard. And he holds himself to the same standard he holds us to, and he leads by example first and foremost. A lot of coaches in the league, they'll talk the talk, but they won't walk the walk, and he's not like that.
He had that moment with Mill Blitz in the opening playoff game.
Yeah.
Headbutt in his face mask.
Yeah.
Just, does that kind of intensity transition over to you guys? Like, do you,
Yeah.
you feel that?
Yeah, we feed off his energy for sure. Yeah.
Shout out to your dad. I grew up watching.
Oh, thank you.
This year we lost the FIBA World Cup. Do you have any prediction for champion?
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't watch soccer too much.
You don't have any soccer players?
No.
Can you read this? This is like a little part of the
What does it say though? I need Google Translate.
Can you read?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read one and sing a little? Pieces of song.
Oh, Bad Bunny? No. I'm not reading that. No.
Was there a moment this year when you realized this team was different?
Steelers game. After that loss, we took that a little hard. Obviously we didn't get as many turnovers on defense. Our offense was turning the ball over, and it was just a really low game for us. Because we still could have won that game, but at that moment, I think that's when I realized, at least, I was like, we have a team. Like, if we just limit turnovers and as defense we stop their drives, because a lot of the stuff as a defense we gave to them. After that game, I was like, okay, we have something. Oh, geez, intense. Goofy. Yeah.
Mike Vrabel's talked a lot about the importance of the practice squad and you guys even getting here.
Yeah.
How important have they been from your perspective? And also, are there some players that you've lined up against a lot that you'd like to get some recognition to?
Yeah, someone who always gets me ready, he's in our linebacker room, is Otis. Whenever I'm on punt team, he's probably the hardest look. I don't care who I've gone up against this on Sundays. He is the hardest look I will ever get. Another person is Caden Wallace. He plays guard for us, and his grip strength is second to none. I try to rip off some blocks, and I'm like, all right, bro. I either need to get stronger or I need to learn how to chop his hands down. I can't let you touch me. And he's been an amazing practice player for us, too. And, all of our guys have done a really good job at getting us good looks and making sure that we're ready to play.
You guys have a very unique bond as a team. Is there a player on the offensive side of the ball that you feel closer to this season?
All the guys on offense are guys that we hang out outside the facility, or I would say someone that surprised me a lot is Diggsy. Him being as well known as he is, you wouldn't think him as approachable as others, but for him to come into our locker room and not only just be an amazing presence, but to lead, like he has an amazing energy around him, and I love spending time with him.
As a guy who was here before Vrabel, when did you notice the standard shift in the coaching change?
Meeting one.
Really?
Yeah. Just the way he spoke, the way he carried himself, it was just different.
What was the message he tried to get?
We aren't going to win the Super Bowl that day. It's going to take one day at a time.
First, football is becoming an international sport. Where would you like to play a game outside the United States?
Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why should international fans root for the Patriots this Sunday?
We got a lot of people that are born and raised around the world, and we all came here for one sport, and if you like winning, you watch us.
Hey, how y'all doing? Going good so far. Got an opportunity to get a lift in, and so we got an off day today, and so I'm gonna just try to enjoy it. The last play of I believe it was the Seahawks and Patriots, when they were at the 1 yard line, and They threw the interception and then run the ball. I think that was the last Super Bowl I remember watching. Actually, no. I'm tripping. I watched last year's Super Bowl. Yeah, I watched a couple of Super Bowls.
What city or country would you like to play a game in if the NFL hasn't gone to yet?
I don't know. I know a lot of NFL games have been played outside of the country, and I look forward to playing in one day.
Do you have a country in mind?
Maybe is it called Saudi Arabia? I don't know if they play NFL games out there, but it look like they got some cool stuff out there, and so I like to hopefully visit that city or country one day.
Last question: who's your dream musical artist that you want Matt Light to bring out in that show? It doesn't have to be realistic, just somebody that you want to see.
I don't listen to Bad Bunny. I don't know him personally. But if I had a choice to bring a certain artist out to perform in the Super Bowl, I think I'll bring out Ben Fuller. His name is Ben Fuller.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
How do you feel to play the Super Bowl as a rookie?
It feels great. It's honestly a blessing, and I really thank God for allowing me to have this opportunity. I'm excited. What an opportunity it is to honor him, to glorify him, to play with my brothers one last time, and for the chance to win it all. And so I'm excited.
How do you feel to leave the backfield with Ramon?
It feels great. Mondre is like a brother to me, man, and I appreciate him for all that he's done for me throughout this year. And it's been great having him in the room. I've been learning so much, and just, I really respect his game a lot. I respect who he is, and I appreciate him.
How do you feel about the team to go to the Super Bowl and about the Seahawks? How do you feel about the Seattle team?
The Seattle team they have a great team. They're here for a reason, and they have a great defense. It's going to be a great matchup, and we look forward to going up against them, and it'll be a great game.
And about Kenneth, that they were like Kenneth and Zach Charbonnet, now Charbonnet's out. How do you feel about Kenneth Walker?
Kenneth Walker, he's a great back. I love watching him play, love watching him doing his thing, man, and so I respect his game a lot.
Last one, can you send a message to your Mexican fan base down there in Mexico?
Yeah, God bless and go Pats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Drake's 23 years old. Making this team to the Super Bowl as a quarterback. So, no one's ever won it at that age, that young age. Really impressive for you. What he's able to do.
Very. Quarterbacks is one of, I believe, probably the hardest position to play. And he's done such a great job of just leading this offense, leading this team, and being a vocal leader, but most importantly, leading by example with the work that he puts in each and every day when he comes to practice. He's always looking to get better and push the guys around him to get better as well.
Nationally, a lot of people talk about season like, y'all's schedule was so easy, and then y'all had it easy in the playoffs. Like, is there any kind of like nobody believes in us feel around your team at all?
Honestly, I don't pay too much to whatever people are saying on the outside, and that gives me a lot of peace in my heart, doing so. And I haven't heard guys talk about it around the facility, so I don't think they pay too much attention to that stuff as well. The biggest thing, man, is we're just gonna keep trying to prepare as hard as we can, and win the next game. And this week is the Seattle Seahawks going up against them. We know it's a great team, and so we just look forward to playing up against them. And yeah.
One season, Coach Vrabel's got the team in the Super Bowl. What's it like playing?
It's great. He's really passionate, and he's done a really good job of just leading this team and helping us get to where we are now. And guys respect him a lot. He cares so much about us, not just as players, but as human beings, and I really respect him a lot for that.
Right. You won a national championship, down in the Super Bowl. It's an all-time great run. Like, how does it feel to just keep winning?
Yeah, it feels great. I wouldn't be here without my Lord. And, I'm only here, by His grace, and He has given me the strength to continue to push through. It's been a long season, of course, coming off the national championship, playing in the NFL. It's been the longest season of my life, and so I thank God for just giving me the strength to continue to push through when times got tough, when times got hard, and to be here now and to be a part of this organization, to be surrounded around these group of guys, man, I'm grateful.
Collins has got some interesting
about him, going barefoot, drink some milk. Have you picked up some of that quirky stuff? Do you have any behind the scenes funny moments from the season?
Yeah, you know, man, I love Mac, man. He's a guy who brings a lot of joy throughout the facility, throughout this team. And I really respect Mac just like on the field. Like, that's one person who's going to push me in practice. And even in the midst of the game, you know, he comes in the huddle and he's just all excited and everything like that and getting the guys going. And so I appreciate Mac, man.
You been drinking any milk?
Nah, I don't drink milk. I don't walk barefooted. I got my slides on.
TreVeyon, you talked about winning the national title, then being in contention for the Super Bowl here, man. I mean, do you pinch yourself a little bit? It's just incredible. You'd be the 10th player to have won a national title and then win a Super Bowl like that.
Yeah, you know, I'm grateful, and you know, I really thank God for this opportunity. I wouldn't be here without him, and you know, I just look forward. You know, honestly, it's just such a great moment, such a great opportunity. You know, I wouldn't have thought at the beginning of the season that I'll be where I am now, and so it has taken a lot of hard work, and you know, I really appreciate the group of guys that I'm surrounded around, and yeah.
Rookie, your first year, you're like kind of two D-backs from Philly that got to be Quincy Mitchell and Zane got to be in the Super Bowl for the first time. Did really well. Do you ever think about that? I mean, this is your first time that rookies can do really well. Like this.
I never thought about that, but it is true. I mean, both of them played extremely well last year. But yeah, I'm super excited for the opportunity to be here and compete.
Obviously, Drake May, second year. This is a great way for you guys to kick off. Hopefully, it will be a long relationship. You guys talk about that now. Crazy that is.
I wouldn't say we discuss it too much. Kind of just worried about, you know, the day in front of us right now. So we try to not think about that too much.
There's some people who critique you, maybe not arms weren't long enough and all this great goofy stuff. Now here you are, starting in the Super Bowl next year. It was kind of nice to trash the nice there. So.
Yeah, I mean, I said it a long time ago. Whenever they were bringing that stuff up, it is what it is. It's how God made me. No, you go ahead.
When you look at the Seattle film, what jumps out to you the most about that defense?
Yeah, I mean, they're good. They're extremely talented, fast, physical. I mean, they're in the Super Bowl for a reason. There's no flaws. Like, there's nothing bad about a team that's in the Super Bowl. They do all three phases extremely well. And, you know, in a game like this, the margin for error just shrinks even more than it previously had been. So, you know, they're a great team. They got a great coaching staff, a great organization. So we got to be ready to go.
How much did your experience in the first three postseason games facing guys from the Chargers, in the Texans, in the Broncos, maybe help prepare you for what you're going to face?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, in the playoffs, you're going to play the best players. That they're there. The teams make it to the playoffs because they have the best players. So, you know, we face some really talented defenses, and we got to face another one Sunday. So, like I said, we got to be ready to go.
What's it been like going through this process with Wilson?
Jared, yeah, it's been good. Me and him trained together, so we've known each other for a while now. And yeah, we're just, you know, growing with each other and just continuing to build our relationship, not only on the field, but off the field. I'm coming to you. Yeah, like I just said, they're in the Super Bowl for a reason. They have a very talented defense from the front to the back end to the backers inside. They all make plays. They can all hurt you. So we have to have a great week of practice to put ourselves in the best position possible. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
If you had to pinpoint one area of your game that you see on or off the field, what would it be?
I think everything. I think I've gotten better. I mean, you try to get better every day. Find something that you can get better at. And I've learned a lot from this staff. Coach Vrabel, Doug Marrone, Those are two guys that have been head coaches, and one of them's my position coach, and we have a very hands-on, head coach as well, who is very helpful, and he's been like that since I first met him, just giving me stuff to work on, and he just wants us all to be at our best, and everyone knows that they're not a finished product, and that, you got to find something to, continue to work on every single day and just keep building.
Let the Senior Bowl and Jared Mesmeyer won the MVP after up and down year. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I know what type of player he is. It does not surprise me at all. I knew that me and him are very close, obviously. I knew that he battled through a lot this year with his body, and, obviously it didn't go the way that everybody, hoped and dreamed it would, from the coaches, the players, the fans, but he just needs to keep being himself, and everything will take care of itself for him. I would say probably like right above it by Lil Wayne, just Louisiana classic. I'll just say that. Marcus Bryant. Definitely Marcus Bryant.
Well, you and Jared are about to become the first starting pair of rookies in the Super Bowl. Just your thoughts when you guys were together in training camp in a hotel room, getting to know each other all the way to where you are starting in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it started a little bit before this last year in pre-draft training, getting to know each other. We were familiar with each other just because we both played at premier SEC schools, and they had a lot of success, and we played them before. But yeah, I'm just super excited for him. He's worked extremely hard, and I love playing next to him, and I look forward to playing next to him for a while.
What has Morgan Moses been to you?
Everything. I've said it multiple times. Whenever you're a rookie coming into this league, you always wonder what the veterans in your room are going to be like towards you and treat you, and how they're going to treat you. He's been nothing but helpful to not only me, but every single person in that room, not only on the field. Obviously, he has so much experience on the field, but he's just a great human being in general, a great leader, a great father. So I try to learn as much from him as I can. I don't know.
Drake said that he turned a corner. Last night he said he turned a corner on Sunday on the plane. Just felt really good. He said he had a good day of practice. How did you notice him have maybe a little more giddy up in his step?
It never looked like he had any giddy down in his step. He'll be ready to go.
Question for you. What was your welcome to the NFL?
Probably my first practice. We have an extremely talented D-line, and we going on a silent cadence. It was my first time doing that, and this dude to my left over here, he got off the ball so quick, I didn't even see him get past me. I was like, yep, this is a little bit different, so I'd say that.
About your playoff experience this year, what did you learn and what can you take into next year to improve your game?
Yeah, everything. Every single player in this league is looking for ways to grow. There's never going to be a perfect game, but you just take the punches and roll with them, and learn from it. Whether it's good or bad, you can't get too high, can't get too low, can't ride the emotional roller coaster, and just continue to try to better yourself.
What is it about the Seahawks?
Wait, what did you say?
How is it big as a rookie?
Yeah. Richie is the man. He's the man. Him and Hallie are super helpful to everyone. Great people. I'm super grateful for him. He's helped me out a lot. Not only just getting situated, but, me and him work on the little news we do for the team every Friday morning. So just getting to know him and things like that. He's been awesome, and he's been great to my family too. Yeah, we can't get into all that though. Yeah, I got volunteered by the head coach. So. Yeah. Yeah, I love a lot I love the way a lot of guys play. I mean, there's some extremely good offensive line play in the league right now. I'll probably say my 3 favorite, just say left tackles. I like Tristan Wirfs, Laramie Tunsil. Then, like, you can't say Trent Williams because no one else can do what he does. So, can't say him. I like Andrew Thomas, too. Andrew Thomas is a really good player. So I say probably those 3.
Well, I know you guys have talked all year about not changing how back and what are some of the things that you guys are doing here and maybe you did over the course of the year, like the weekend update stuff, the offensive line dinners, you guys are pretty consistent?
Yeah, I mean, it's literally the same exact schedule. Agenda. It's just that we're not in our building, we're in the Marriott. So it's literally the same thing.
What's it like going through this with Jared Wilson? I mean, obviously you guys started next to each other as rookies, now you're going to compete in football together.
Yeah, it's awesome. Really enjoyed playing next to him, getting to know him, and I'm excited for this week, and just excited to continue to grow with him for years to come.
How have you guys helped each other this year?
I mean, you just grow together. When you have 2 rookies next to each other, learning how to play next to each other, especially, both of us, at Georgia, he played next to the same 2 guards when he was at center for 2 years, and I played next to the same left guard for my whole college career at LSU. So just getting a feel for each other early and just growing on and off the field.
When you come up beginning of a game on the field, you look around, you soak it in, when you think of your family, your coaches, what are your mind?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's pretty cool. You definitely, that's kind of something that I've been trying to work on is, you can't take moments like these for granted because you never know when they're going to come and go. So I'll definitely, take a look around, soak it in, take a deep breath, and just get ready to go.
Mike was just saying that he doesn't see it as it being 2 rookies on the left side of the line. How has he instilled that confidence in both of you this season?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think anybody sees it like that because it's the first time anyone said anything about that, and this is like the 20-something game of the year. But yeah, I mean, we played some ball next to each other. They got a really talented team, whether it's rookies or Morgan Moses in his 13th year. We got to have a great week of practice. They're extremely talented all around on defense to put ourselves in the best position possible.
What's that been like for you? What's the emotion been like for you? Is it what you thought it would be playing here?
Yeah.
How much do you appreciate what you have in your quarterback?
Man, it's great. I said it last night. This team, this coaching staff, these guys in the O-line room, it's been the most fun in a football season I've had since high school. So I'm super grateful to be here. I expressed a lot that I wanted to be here and for it to happen, and the way it's went, and the relationships that we've made on this team and the bonds. It's been awesome.
Seattle front is still one of the highest rates in the league. What challenge is that for you?
Just got to do what we practice.
Well, as a rookie, how do you feel to be playing the Super Bowl, and the message to your Mexican family?
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm grateful. I'm just trying to soak it all in and get ready to go. And thank you. We appreciate you. I just chill at the hotel. I'm not really out and about too much. I don't really like to do much. Here? I mean, that's honestly all we have time for. But I mean, I tried In-N-Out for the first time, and it was solid. Double. It wasn't bad. One. Let me look. That's a good question. Just some songs. I just listen to music on my phone sometimes. It's just some songs. Some country music.
It seems like you and Drake obviously have a great relationship off the field too. Do you kind of remember when that friendship really started to form? Was it in the summer or was it right after you started?
I mean, yeah, I mean, we have a great relationship. I got a good relationship with, a lot of the guys on the team, and I feel like it's just grown. Him and his wife have been very welcoming to me. Obviously he was in the same position as me last year, staying by himself. So, he was inviting me over and things like that. They've just been great, his whole family. So I'm very appreciative for them.
You expressed that you wanted to be here. How do you look back on meeting Mike the first time and that whole pad thing that you went through with him? How do you look back on it?
Yeah, I mean, the first time I met, me and him ate barbecue for 4.5 hours and sat down and talked, and you could tell that he was just someone you want to play for, and it's been awesome. I've enjoyed every single moment of this season, and playing for him. I said it before, I don't really ever want to have to play for anybody else. Nah, we got some stuff ready to go.
Do you have a second career when you're done?
I don't know. Hopefully not.
What's the first Super Bowl you remember watching at the stadium?
I mean, I wouldn't say I remember watching it, but because I was just young at the time. But I remember when the Saints won it. Being from Louisiana, I just remember how excited everyone was, and growing up, my favorite thing, it wasn't even watching the Super Bowl. It was watching the starting intros, seeing where all the guys played college, and I always thought that was pretty cool and always enjoyed that. So I love that part. The United States. I like games in the U.S. I know I'm gonna have to go out of the country at some point. Hopefully, it's not too far though.
Fellow rookie TreVeyon Henderson, what's it like playing with him? How do you feel what he brings to the table?
Yeah, I think his game on the field speaks for itself. He's explosive. He's dynamic, but all the stuff on the field is cool. There's not a better human being in our locker room than TreVeyon Henderson. Just the way that he carries himself, he's awesome. I've really enjoyed getting to know him, and I look forward to blocking for him for hopefully a long time. Yes, sir.
I want to say congratulations on your first Super Bowl, Will. I'm excited to see you guys on Sunday. What was the hardest adversity for you to make it here to the game?
You referring to this year or just in general?
In general.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of hard to. I've been through a lot of stuff in my life. I was kind of hard to pinpoint one single thing, but I'd say we can say this year, obviously getting hurt in the middle of the season, whenever I was playing some good ball, and just having to battle through that, come back. It obviously wasn't ideal. It wasn't how I wanted things to work out, but God had a plan for me, and luckily He gave me a chance to get back out here, and now we're here. Not at all. You hear how much different the league is than any other thing, and it stands true. It's the NFL for a reason, and I feel like that was the biggest thing you heard about. So I'd say, no, not really. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. Kiff, he recruited me, and I played against him for 3 years. Amazing offensive mind. For him to keep Blake Baker on, I know Blake is a great coach. They got a good staff. Got some good recruits in there. Got a quarterback, so I'm excited for him. Make some noise.
You talked a lot about the rookie and veteran relationship, like you and Jared have been targeting Garrett, but now you're all having your first Super Bowl together.
Yeah.
What is that like? You all get to experience this together for the first time.
Yeah, it's really cool, and we talk about it. Everyone tells like me and Jared and especially TreVeyon, because he won the Natty last year and now he's in the Super Bowl. They tell us that we're spoiled, but in a joking way. But it's just very, as a young guy, when you have great veterans around you, like Stephon Diggs, Morgan Moses, Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper, who's lost in the Super. Like you want to see those guys, get one, before it's all said and done. So to be able to be a part of that for them has been really cool. Yeah, it's been great. I've really enjoyed playing next to him, and I look forward to that continuing for a while.
Is there anything specific about how you guys were able to build that chemistry?
Yeah, just practice. I mean, we never played against each other. It didn't matter if it was a rookie. I was going to have to learn how to play next to somebody new, as he was too. So it really didn't matter that we were both rookies. I was going to have to learn how to play next to somebody else, regardless of how old they were. You said, does that add any challenges? I think it helps. I play with some guys that can get out of there and make something happen, and he's one of them. Jaden Daniels being another one. Garrett Nussmeier can run too when he needs to. But I think it helps. It definitely gives the other teams something to think about. And Drake has done some great things for us this year with his arm, obviously, but his legs, his running ability has been able to help us out a lot too.
How important is it to you to lead that rookie class? And how important was that day when Vrabel came down and worked you out there in your life?
Yeah, I mean, whenever Vrabes came down, that was like for my private workout, that was probably like the fourth time that we had been together, been around each other. And, I knew what was at stake. And they had 8 or 9 people there. It was great. We had a good workout. I took them to my favorite spot in Baton Rouge to eat. They all loved it. But it was awesome. This rookie class has been awesome. We got a bunch of great dudes who have contributed a lot on the field, but you can see what type of human beings that they were looking for. TreVeyon, Craig, Jared, like I can name everyone, and everybody's been great. It's called Phil's. Yeah, if you're ever in Baton Rouge, go to. They have it's like not a. I wouldn't call it a sports bar, but it's Mr. Anthony. He owns it, but it's like got all the old LSU jerseys. They got char-grilled oysters. It's seafood. They got everything. If you're down there, you need to go.